Lakini kwa sasa hivi ningependa tuelekee katika eneo la Milimani ambapo vijana kutoka katika kaunti mbalimbali wakiongozwa na Alex Matere wanatoa taarifa kuhusiana na uamuzi wa mahakama kuhusiana na mchakato wa BBI. Hivyo basi hebu tusikize.
And the Open Society of East Africa are funded by American George Soros, who is the global patron and financier of brutal regime changes. There is also a mention of a super petitioner who has been hobnobbing around with people in the civil society, and is actually also promising a safe haven for Kenya, and yet is doing the opposite in terms of even empowering the young people of this country. The bench went against the High Court precedents that have determined before that BBI committee is constitutional and that IEBC has quorum, and therefore by moving away from such precedents through Wikipedia courts, our Council of Elders are now clearly doing better than the High Court, as they offer consistent judgment that are well reasoned and withstand the test of time.
Oh yes.
As young Kenyans, especially those who submitted views before the BBI, and I said from the outset that this group was actively involved in collecting and presenting the views and aspirations of the young people to the BBI task force. We are utterly dismayed by the judgment, and we will not sit pretty as Mr. Ngugi and his ilk rob us today and the future of this country with a big spoon, and continue to feed themselves as the young people of this country continue to lavish in poverty and hopelessness. We therefore make the following demands. 1, that Kenyans must reject judicial authoritarianism and break the cartel that has held our judiciary hostage for a long time. That if unchecked, this cartel will indirectly run the affairs of the national executive and parliament through legal jargon instead of facing the ballot. They must face the ballot, not hide in the constitution or other laws. Secondly, to achieve this, we shall be proposing an amendment to the Constitution. So just like in the US, which has been quoted as one of the precedences that was used in the judgment, which the petitioners would like us to hang on with their pure presidential system instead of our homegrown governance system. Judges in Kenya should be elected by the people and not appointed by a commission, which is just another syndicate of lawyers perpetuating George Soros' philosophies. In addition to this, as I have alluded earlier, that in other jurisdictions like the US, apart from the federal judges who are actually appointed by the president, then they are taken to the Senate for verification and validation, all other judges are actually elected by the people. And if need be, the youth of this country will propose and champion a constitutional reform that will ensure not just that the judges of the High Court and all other judges are actually exposed to the popular support of the Mwananchi, but we also want to see a scenario where Justice Ngugi can go head-on with Justice Mativo to get the popular support of the Wananchi before now they can assume their positions in the judiciary. That in the period intervening our amendment proposals, the Judiciary Service Commission must urgently hire judges who are not just youthful, but are youth, as the bench in this matter has shown that Wikipedia and almost every other release of the Weekly Citizen can be a reference point on weighty legal matters, and therefore the youth are ready to be judges, not just magistrates in the dusty, muddy towns. Further, our bench has ridiculous, very old judges who are aloof to the youth interest and therefore do not understand or subscribe to our Kuomoka ideology of the modern youth. What we are saying in a nutshell is that all of us have gone through different stages of academic institutions. And when we were writing our term paper, even in first year, the same judges who are professors that taught, even in the law schools, you could not quote Wikipedia as a source of law. Even in our term paper and assignments, you could never quote Wikipedia. And therefore, we are taken aback if a serious matter that concerns the lives of about 37.5 million young people of this country can actually be handled in a pedestrian manner, where Wikipedia and Facebook, Twitter, and Telegram messages can be used as authorities of law. That in the sad event that the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court do not overturn this shadow and reckless judgment, the youth of this country, led by this caucus, will demand that the judiciary budget be slashed and reallocated to finance the Youth Fund, to finance Higher Education Loans Board, to finance Weather Fund, and also for the young people who are wallowing in poverty in informal settlements. They need to get food stamps for the youth. Further, the youth will press through what they best understand, the resignations of all judges and public prosecutions of all judges who are bankrolled by George Soros and his local networks. That is the press statement for today, and I'll ask for the Kiswahili version my colleague Solomon Kuria to take us through.
Za moja kwa moja kutoka katika eneo la Kivi Milimani, ambapo kama ulivyojisikizia ni kwamba baadhi ya vijana ama makundi ya vijana wanatoa tu maoni yao kuhusiana na ule uamuzi wa wiki jana uliotolewa na Mahakama Kuu kuhusiana na mchakato wa BBI, na bila shaka wanaelezea tu kutoridhishwa kwao na uamuzi huo, na wanasema ya kwamba kuna yale mapendekezo ambayo wangependa kuona yakizingatiwa. Wangependa katiba irekebishwe na kuwaruhusu kuwe na marekebisho katika katiba na kuruhusu majaji kuteuliwa na wananchi badala ya kuteuliwa na ile JSC ama ukipenda ile tume ya mahakama. Na vile pendekezo lingine ambalo wanaibua ni kuhusiana na vijana kuhusishwa katika vile vikao vya majaji, kusema ya kwamba vijana ni sharti wapewe ile fursa ya kuwa majaji. Na bila shaka ni taarifa ambayo mwanahabari wetu Gladys Mungai anazidi kuifuatilia kwa kina, na atakuwa anatupa maelezo zaidi kwenye taarifa zetu mwendo wa saa 7 kamili.